In a love triangle, the currency isn't affection, it's pain. It's a prison where choosing to love one person means actively choosing to break another. There is no easy way out. It wasn't smart to end up in this situation in the first place, but what's done is done. If anyone can solve this, then it's all up to Smartest X. It's time to take a look at the love triangle and solve the impossible. Welcome to the Triangle of Drama. This is part 1, the search for the last ace. And before we begin, since you are not inside this mess with me, grab some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy. Because this story looks simple from the outside, but inside, it's a chessboard where the rules don't exist and limits are gone, all while playing with other people's hearts. The cast. Let's introduce the 3 main players, starting off with her. She is one who up until this point has been leading the game. She is everything for any man who craves lust. By the looks of it, she truly is queen on our chessboard. A real-life beauty that we will call the princess. Then there is me. I'm the one who always seems to have problem with people. And while that might be true, it's mainly because I don't try to fit in and be like everyone else. I have a clear direction, ambition, a life that moves forward with or without a relationship. If I must put a label on myself, then I would go with the unfazed X. And finally, there is him, the boy best friend. The young man with blue eyes. Officially, he is just a friend. Unofficially, he is her safety net. He has nothing in his life, and all his happiness depends entirely on her. He gives her unlimited attention, unconditional validation, and zero accountability. He tells her she's always right, even when she's wrong. He has nowhere else to be and nothing else to do, so he can always be there for her, always show up, always try his very best. He pretends to be her guard and protector from all the evil. And that's why we are going to call him King the Protector. So what everyone wants from this? Let's start with the princess. She wants a future with me, a family, children, and marriage. But she is also deeply afraid. Afraid of being alone, afraid of losing me, and afraid of standing without a safety net. So instead of risking it, she rather keeps a backup. Instead of clarity, she always chooses comfort. She truly believes that without him, we could not be together. I know, fear makes people do strange things. The unfazed X. I work on my personal goals no matter what. I still manage to find some quality time to build a relationship. Every day, not too much, not too little. I would like a future with the princess. And so we have been dating and getting to know each other. But the future I wish to build consists of trust and honesty. If I don't like something, I will just say how it is. Not to hurt anyone, but to let them know that every action has consequences. Good or bad, it's everyone's personal choice. And finally, King the Protector. Perhaps he's the one who really boosts her ego. Because of him, the princess can lie, she can be reckless and hurt others, yet still have someone like him who would always be there and tell how great she is, no matter what. He promises that he's okay with being just friends, while actually always really trying to be more than that. He wants her He wants a family and a life together, and we all know that. And he has no problem lying if he can get what he wants. The plot. So, what does this all mean? How does it all go together? You're going to love this. We have her, the queen, playing the game between us. She would always tell how much I meant to her. She would always talk about our love, about our family together, and how she truly never wishes to lose me. At some point, I perhaps made a mistake of being too honest towards something I disliked, and she felt misunderstood. She went over to her guy friend and told him how harsh I've been, how I've hurt her with my honest words. And that's where she found comfort. That's where she started building a triangle between us. From that point on, time after time, whenever there would be a problem between us, instead of talking about it, she would just go and talk about it with him, because he had no problem lying to her, just to make her feel better. As the time went on, he started to build an image of me, a horrible one, like a monster of some sorts. Forget all the good. We know that he has heard every last thing that I've done or said wrong. Except, it's just that there is not that much. So sometimes, to spice things up, our queen added a few extra details. Some things I've never said or done. Sadly, it wasn't just him. We understand that she is afraid to be left alone against the world. And so, it's very important that there are always people on her side. A few bad mentions about me to few other friends, her parents, so they would feel sorry for her. You see where this is going. Sometimes she would do something very wrong, but there would be no way for anyone to tell, because we rather choose to live in lies. In time, they all had a picture of me, without ever knowing who I am. It didn't take long at all before everyone thought that I'm a real monster who only does bad and horrible things. Did I ever choose a side? All I wished for was to build a team between only us. But now, everyone is against me. They try to help this poor queen, and well, the best way to do that is to split us apart. Isn't that funny? How she truly loves me, and she is the only one who actually knows what a great person I really am. Even if sometimes I do say very honest truth, exactly how it is, because I want us to learn and grow into better. Alright, so there it is. The world is against me and against us. It seems like there is no way out. Let's look at the possible outcomes. Let's analyze what can come out from all of this. And let's try to find, perhaps, the very last ace to play. The solutions. If only it was that simple to delete him. It's not an option. It hasn't happened and it probably never will. We cannot change other people. She has chosen to be friends with him because she truly believes that if he was gone, then we would also break apart. I know how silly it sounds, but I promise you, that's what she believes in. Also, I want to mention again that this man has nothing else going for him in his life, and once they start to discuss breaking the relationship for good, he starts to manipulate with his life. Because, well, if she was to leave him, he promises to leave himself. Second, so the real first and probably best option for me would be to just leave. It does sound very simple, but it's actually the hardest thing ever, because of how much she loves me. Because she always says that no matter what, she is not going to leave me. She has had all the chances and reasons to leave or cheat, but she actually has not done it. So just straight up leaving and walking away from someone like this to rather be alone for God knows how long is just super hard. The third option, and the absolute worst choice that we can make in this position, is to seek revenge. There could be a fight between us, and that I could easily win, but that would do no good. I would win a fight, but really lose the battle, because then I would really become the villain that they all think I am, and someone like our king the protector really wish to see in me. But I'm not that, and all they will ever see will be my good intentions. Also, as a consequence of such action, she would really feel sorry for him and probably would end up on his side, protecting him, taking care of him, healing him, and choosing him over me. So this is an instant loss, no matter how we look at it. The fourth option. Now I know this is going to sound like a loss, but to win this war, we must lose a fight by not fighting at all. This is the last ace. We play our game, where we are good and we choose to not react to any of this. We don't close the door, we just step back, to do nothing, to accept the loss. Yes, loss. Not fight him, not compete for attention, not fix what refuses to be broken, not seek revenge. Just step back. Because to gain something new, something old must be sacrificed. Fear of losing each other is what keeps the triangle alive, and the only way to deal with fear is to face it completely, meaning exactly that. By basically letting her go, I will be able to see in action if her words match what she has always said. We both have to be in a situation where we feel free to do whatever, where we can choose and decide for ourselves what we actually want. Here is how it's going to be done. Phase 1. The exit message. We must communicate once. No debates, no follow-ups, and no future promises. So this is the example of my message. As I don't know how it's going to end up, I do not recommend to copy this. I've thought about this carefully. I care about you, but the situation we are in doesn't allow me to be the partner I want to be. I'm stepping back to clear my thoughts. I wish you well. Now this message removes negotiation, it removes leverage, and it denies his competition, so she is fully available to him. Phase number 2. What happens next? Words and messages are irrelevant if my behavior contradicts. There has to be no just checking in, no reaction to her confusion, no responding to triangulation attempts, and no closure conversations. If she reaches out emotionally, my response must be calm, not cold, not warm. For example, I understand, I hope you are okay. And that's it. Phase 3. Internal detachment. Externally stepping back is easy. Internally letting go is where the power comes from. I must accept that she may never come back, and she may rewrite her story with him or even with someone else. Phase 4. If she comes back. If she returns, the rules are simple. We do not resume where we left off. So it's better to not discuss feelings first. I do not wish to compete against someone else. And if she has not established boundaries with him and taken responsibility, then nothing has changed, and I will not re-enter back into the triangle. Phase 5, if she doesn't come back. Then the last ace still worked, because then we will know it was never meant to be. The last ace is not about proving strength, it's about ending participation in confusion. Here's the paradox. The only way we can be together is if we both fully believe we will never be together, and we both move on. If she truly means what she says, if her words match her actions, she will find her way back. And if she doesn't, then the truth just reveals itself faster rather than later. Either way, I continue my path towards greatness with an empty place for a new lover. And if we do get back together, then the fear to lose each other should be gone, and instead a new fear in its place. A healthy type of fear, to be scared to hurt each other again by using harsh words, by overreacting, and by telling people bad things about each other outside of us. Because we will both know that this will break us again, lead us to split apart, and possibly lose the way back to each other. Nothing is a promise. Tomorrow holds an exciting mystery, and today we continue our journey and embrace the unknown. I put all my faith in the very last ace, and with that, only the future will show if the game will go on. In the next episode, we will find out what happens next. Subscribe if you've enjoyed this story time, and I see you next time.